The most important question leaders should ask themselves is, how are you showing up? Are you taking great care to listen, to encourage, to inspire, set direction, but then let them really shine? And we as leaders get to then shine in reflected light.
I think leaders have to really ask themselves, where are we going? People look up to a leader for direction and vision. Sometimes you are so wrapped up in the everyday, responding to challenges, addressing problems, that sometimes keeping an eye on where the vision is not so easy.
How have I served? And I ask that every day. I believe in servant leadership, understanding that it is important to embrace the expectations, be a facilitator, to be a supporter, to be a coach.
What you need to do that will create the biggest impact in your company, and what you may not know that you should think about and achieve to that vision that you are trying to achieve.
The most important question that leaders should ask themselves is it going to benefit the company? If you constantly ask yourself that, you know that you're doing the right things for the company.
Do we have alignment to our core values and our strategic destination? The more we're aligned to the destination and what we stand for, the faster progress can be.
There's something that I put myself through for every major decision, and that's what I call the shave test, which is to look at my reflection and go, is this genuine? Is this the right thing? Is this true to your values? Is it true to the Wisconsin Center District's values of being bold, be proud, and being experience obsessed?
My leadership challenge is really trying to be much more intentional about how we take on new projects. Really be much more thoughtful about the opportunity costs and looking at the impact that it would have on our organization and our team and other resources.
My leadership weakness and challenge is keeping things simple. That makes it challenging, but the more we can keep things simple for the entire organization, makes us shine in front of our customers.
As a young leader, you always try to make a big impact or look for big wins, but it's very important to celebrate those small successes, small milestones, especially with your staff, and I think it fosters a positive culture in your company.
I tend to stay too focused down the road and oversimplify grand objectives without appreciating the detail that goes into it. I am working on that through surrounding myself with a team of people who are better at catching those things and holding me accountable.
I think as leaders, we often think we're invincible. I really like to think about the opportunity to be a contemplative in action. I'm really good at the inaction part, but that contemplation side of the equation is harder. So as a leader, it really is incumbent upon me to take that time to reflect, to contemplate, in order to make sure that we can stay focused on our goals.
My recipe for success is to be humble, be hungry, and be self-aware, making sure that you are realizing the impact of your decisions on others around you.
My recipe for success, I think, boils down to servant leadership and the virtue of humility, which is not about thinking less of yourself, but more of others.
Transform the clear and shared vision into a reality, to stay flexible and reliable, and make sure you keep inspiring people in your team to bringing their own light to achieve the plan together.
I always want to learn. I think there's no other purpose but to learn. There's so many opportunities to learn. I always want to listen to what other people have to say, take that into account to continue to grow and move forward.
My recipe for success is investing in people and developing relationships. I've come to learn that trust is really important in all aspects of life, and developing relationships to build that trust can get us through the hardest of times and the biggest of differences. It's really important to develop those relationships. I've seen our greatest successes with the strongest relationships.
Hiring a great team that has a high curiosity quotient, a CQ, as well as a high IQ, but they are equally important. And if you hire that type of team, you can accomplish great things.
My recipe for success is a power of team. There is a beauty of being able to utilize respective talents to encourage, to have constructive criticism, and to ensure that we understand what's the goal, not have to tell them how to get there, because everyone has their own style, but understanding how are we going to work together to attain the goal.
Being true to myself. A couple of times I've made decisions to leave employers because I wasn't in sync with their values. And you know what? It may have hurt, but I had to be true to myself. I couldn't be someone else.
The titan of industry that I admire is Matt Burrow. He is a person that's a great philanthropist. He's a great partner. and just a great leader, and I'm so humbled and honored that I can call him my friend.
Mark Cuban, he decided to float a company called Cost Plus Drugs to have a societal impact. It's a very important part of any entrepreneur to actually look at what they can do to disrupt an industry to make a positive impact on the communities they serve.
Tom Fisher. I worked for Tom in my time at Arthur Andersen. Tom was the absolutely best client service partner I ever worked for. I saw how he treated our people. I saw how he treated our clients. I saw how he treated difficult situations. And I've tried to really take those lessons to heart.
Barb Lemieux. Barb has tirelessly championed women and certainly has been a mentor and an advisor to so many in the region, and I can't think of a better person to be named a Titan than Barb Lemieux.
A titan of industry that I truly admire is Bob Chapman. He's the author of Everybody Matters. He basically said, look at all of the people that you lead as someone's precious child. And if you can do that and lead them with care, that will make a world of difference.